Hello, and welcome to my channel. It's your boy, Tranquil Comrade, and today I'm going to be reading bedtime stories. This one's The Three Little Bears. I'm sure you've heard this story before. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived together in a house of their own in the woods. One was a middle-sized bear, one of them was a little wee bear, and the other was a great big bear. They each had a bowl for their porridge. The little wee bear had a little wee bowl, the middle-sized bear had a middle-sized bowl, and the great big bear had a great big bowl. They each had a chair to sit in. The little wee bear had a little wee chair. The middle-sized bear had a middle-sized chair. And the great big bear had a great big chair. And they each had a bed to sit in. The little wee bear had a little wee bed. The middle-sized bear had a middle-sized bed. And the great big bear had a great big bed. One morning, the three bears made porridge for breakfast and poured it into their bowls. But it was too hot to eat, so they decided to go for a walk in the woods until it cooled. While the bears were walking, a little girl named Goldilocks came to their house. First, she looked in at the window, and then she peeked through the keyhole. Of course, there was nobody inside. Goldilocks turned the handle of the door. The door was not locked because the three bears were trusting bears. They did no one any harm and never thought anyone would harm them. So Goldilocks opened the door and went right in. There was porridge on the table. It smelled very, very good. Goldilocks didn't stop to think whose porridge it was. She went straight to it. First, she tasted the porridge of the great big bear, but it was too hot. Then she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear, but it was too cold. Then she tasted the porridge of the little wee bear. It was neither too hot nor too cold, but just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she ate it all up. Not the Goldilocks. Then Goldilocks went into the parlor to see what else she could find. There were three chairs. First, she sat down in the chair of the great big bear, but it was too hard. Then she sat down in the chair of the middle-sized bear, but it was too soft. Then she sat down in the chair of the little wee bear. It was neither too hard nor too soft, but just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she rocked and rocked until The bottom of the chair fell out. Down she went, plump onto the floor. Goldilocks went into the bedroom where the three bears slept. First, she lay down upon the bed of the great big bear, but it was too high at the head for her. Then she lay down upon the bed of the middle-sized bear, but it was too high at the foot for her. Then she lay down upon the bed of the little wee bear. It was neither too high at the head nor too high at the foot, but just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she covered herself up and fell asleep. By this time, the three bears thought their porridge would be cool enough, so they came home for breakfast. Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great big bear in his porridge bowl. He noticed it first thing. "Somebody has been tasting my porridge," said the great big bear in his great big voice. Goldilocks had left the spoon of the middle-sized bear in her porridge bowl too. "Somebody has been tasting my porridge," said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. Then the wee little bear looked at his bowl. "Somebody has been tasting my porridge and has eaten it all up," cried the little wee bear in his little wee voice. The three bears went into the parlor. Goldilocks had left the cushion crooked in the chair of the great big bear. He noticed it first thing. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said the great big bear in his great big voice. Goldilocks had squashed down the cushion of Goldilocks had squashed down the cushion in the chair of the middle-sized bear. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. Then the little wee bear looked at his chair. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair and has sat right through it," cried the little wee bear in his little wee voice. The three bears went into the bedroom. Goldilocks had pulled the pillow of the great big bear out of place. He noticed it first thing. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the great big bear in his great big voice. Goldilocks had pulled the blanket of the middle-sized bear out of place. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the middle-sized bear in her middle-sized voice. Then the little wee bear looked at his bed. "Somebody has been lying in my bed, and here she is," cried the little wee bear in his little wee voice. This woke Goldilocks up at once. There were three bears all staring at her. Goldilocks was so frightened that she tumbled out of bed and ran to the open window. Out she jumped, and she ran away as fast as she could, never looking behind her. No one knows what happened to Goldilocks after that. As for the three bears, they never saw her again. That was wonderful. Our next book is Ruthie and the Not So Very Busy Day. For families and the best laid plans. Saturday, no school, no homework, no practices, just a fun, don't have to go anywhere day with Mama and Papa. Aw. Ruthie had big plans. First, they'd have blueberry pancakes, and then she'd watch her favorite cartoon. Then plant flowers with Papa and bake cookies with Mama. It would be the best kind of day. Ruthie was getting out ingredients when Papa rushed through the kitchen. Morning, Papa, ready for blueberry cake? Morning, Papa, ready for blueberry pancakes? Asked Ruthie. Sorry, Ruthie, said Papa. Change of plans. Grandma's basement is flooded. Ruthie was going to ask about planting flowers, but Papa was already bicycling away. Just then, Mama hurried in. I forgot. Today's your cousin Buster's birthday party, she said. I don't want to go to Buster's birthday party, said Ruthie. He's mean to me. But Auntie Dorothy would miss us if we weren't there, said Mama. Aren't we having blueberry pancakes? Asked Ruthie. There's no time, said Mama. We have to go get a present. Ruthie's big plans were getting smaller every minute. She ate 4 bites of cold cereal, then went upstairs to change. If we have to go to the party, I want to wear my polka dot dress, said Ruthie. Fine, said Mama, but I'll need to wash it. The day was looking brighter when Ruthie and Mama drove to the toy store, found the perfect present for Buster, and finished their shopping in record time. But on the drive home, traffic was bumper to bumper. I'm missing my show, cried Ruthie. She kicked the back of the seat. Please stop that, said Mama. Back home, Ruthie's favorite cartoon was just ending. Ruthie, Mama said, please make Buster a card. I don't want to, said Ruthie. But you make such beautiful cards, sweetie, said Mama. So Ruthie quickly drew a picture and wrote, Roses are red, frogs are green, happy birthday to you, even if you are mean. Got him. Maybe we'll forget about a card, said Mama. It's not fair, Ruthie cried. We were going to eat pancakes and watch my show and bake cookies. This is not the day I wanted. It's not exactly the day I wanted either, said Mama. It looks like they broke all the eggs. From the laundry room came a loud buzz, then a clunk, bang, bang, clunk. Ruthie's polka dot dress was one big soggy lump. You'll have to wear something else to the party, said Mama. But Ruthie didn't want to wear something else. This was not a no school, no homework, no practices, don't have to go anywhere kind of day with Mama and Papa. It was the worst kind of day ever. Ruthie stormed out of the door. This is really a page turner. I'm into this. Stomping down the driveway, she remembered she couldn't cross the street by herself. Instead, she scrambled under a bush. Ruthie's face was hot. She threw a stone. Okay, Miss Ma'am. She whacked at the grass. She wished she could disappear. Well, that's sad. After a while, she felt the softness of a dandelion. She picked one. Ruthie's face didn't feel hot anymore. When she finally peeked out, she said, Mama, When she finally peeked out, she saw Mama on the front steps. We both picked dandelions, Ruthie said. You know what that means, don't you? Said Mama. We both get to make a wish. And then they both blow their dandelions, and it swirls in the wind. Hiss. I don't believe it, Mama explained, pointing. Ruthie looked. The car had a very flat tire. So, no party after all? Ruthie asked. Mama started laughing. Then Ruthie did too. I'd better call Aunt Dorothy, said Mama. Then Dad comes home. Guess what, said Ruthie. There are 2 eggs that didn't break. Papa was just coming in the back door. That sounds like just enough for baking cookies, said Ruthie. And that was a perfect way to start Ruthie's best kind of day all over again. And on the back it says, no day is too busy for family. That's sweet. Our next book is called Bear Can't Sleep. There's the bear. In his home in the forest, while the cold wind blows, Bear snuggles in his quilt from his nose to his toes. While the snowflakes falls and the drifts pile high, Bear tosses and turns, he moans and he sighs. He stares at the wall, he's not tired at all, and the bear can't sleep. Pitter-pat, tiptoe, Mouse scurries in the lair to check on the fire for his good friend Bear. Oh, Bear, Mouse squeaks, you are up too late. It is winter in the woods, and bears hibernate. Mouse frets, dear me, while he brews mint tea, and the bear can't sleep. Bear is counting sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4. When Badger and Hare tumble in through the door. Ho, Mouse, says Hare, we were just out walking. Bear should be asleep, but we both heard him talking. Bear snuggles down deep in a sad furry heap, but he still can't sleep. Mouse turns down the lamp, Badger builds the fire up, Hare pours warm milk into Bear's tin cup. Then Gopher and Mole tunnel up to the lair. Mole frets and he fusses. It is bedtime for bears. The cold wind blows while the firelight glows, but the bear can't sleep. Wren, owl, and raven flitter flutter inside to find Bear awake with his eyes open wide. Wren hops to and fro. What else is there to try? A song to make him sleep. So they sing a lullaby. All gathered in a lair, they hum a song for Bear. But he still can't sleep. I'm awake, roars Bear. And that's all there is to it. I have tried to fall asleep, but I just can't do it. I'm bored, bored, bored. So I'll spin you a tale. Once upon a time, in the strawberry vale, the friends huddled in as the story begins. Since the bear can't sleep. Bear tells a story he has never told before, but just before the end, there comes a rumbling snore. When the sun peeks up on a bright new dawn, the friends can't sleep. But the bear snores on. There he is, all cozy. I hope you're all cozy too. This book is called Pandora. It is also starring a fox. Pandora lived alone. Wow, the art is gorgeous. In a land of broken things, she made herself a handsome home from all that people had left behind, but no one ever came to visit. So she spent her time gathering and repairing what she could, bringing lost and forgotten things back to life. Then one day, something fell from the sky. It was broken too, but Pandora didn't know how to fix it. So she made it as snug as she could and watched over it through the night. Pandora's guest was a little weak at first, but as the days went by, he grew stronger. Soon he could hop about and then fly short distances. But with gifts from faraway lands, he always came back. Until the day he didn't. Oh, that's so sad. Once again, Pandora was alone. She thought her heart would break. But day by day, the world appeared a little less gray. There's a little plant growing out of the box and getting bigger day by day. Until one day, Pandora woke in the warmth of the sun. Wow, the plant's so huge. To hear the sound of bird song. In a land of living things. And then there she is with her little bird friend. That's so cute.